John Cairns had the woolen mill where the Weaverville Milling Company building is now. He came from Scotland, and he settled in New Hampshire, and he learned the weaving trade. And somehow he came to Tennessee, and he brought equipment over from Tennessee to make a woolen mill. And they made jean material, which is interesting. It was called jean material, and I had to look that one up. Jeans came from the city of Genoa, actually, originally. In Genoa, they had made a canvas type puff fabric for sailors. And so that kind of material became called jeans. And they made a rough jean, and they called a smoother thing for men's suits and things like that, or wool pants and things. And then they had softer wool for, of course, ladies' sweaters and, shawls, things like that. In New Hampshire, he was a friend of Emerson and John Greenleaf Whittier, and it was said that they were the only people in town that could read newspapers, and they would take their newspapers down to the town square and read the newspapers for free for anyone that would listen to the newspaper. So somehow he got to Weaverville, and his son, John, became a famous ornithologist, a birder. He supposedly had the most comprehensive account of all the birds in western North Carolina. He had many scientific articles in journals. They tried to get him to write a book, and he wouldn't do it. Apparently, he was just always wanted to be out and about. He was terrible in school, of course, because he wanted to be out, looking at the birds and so forth. And unfortunately, he died at a young age. He was born in 1832 and died in 1889. He was up on Mount Mitchell looking for the nest of some bird. And apparently he had a gun with him. There was a party of people with him. He had a gun, and the account was that he knocked the gun on a rock or something to get something off of the gun, and it discharged and killed it. So, and it was really near where Mr. Mitchell died, falling on Mount Mitchell. So that area of Mount Mitchell is fairly unlucky, right?